Yes, y'all.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the No Holds Barred Sports Show. I'm LowRyda. We got Kenny the Bounty Hunter, and right now it's just us two.
Just us too. Last week it was just me and
Yeah.
Mecca. I'm just wondering if y'all got some against the neighbor or
Hey,
something,
you,
or
you know what,
trying to
man?
figure it out, man.
The main thing is we keeping you involved though. You gotta be you the starter the straw that stirs this drink right now.
I guess if you put it that way, I guess I gotta accept it, brother. I gotta
Yeah,
accept it.
man. What the hell was I gonna say? Let me do this first before we get into it, right? Let's go with make sure y'all like and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube at No Holds Barred Sports Show. Hit the bell, get notified. We will be purely on YouTube, probably starting next week. So just trying to make sure we get it out there and put it out there so before we end up, you know, going elsewhere and you guys can't find us. So, you know, just putting it out there. Make sure y'all check us out on Facebook and YouTube. I'm gonna make sure I put some posts out, letting everybody know. But I think next week is gonna probably be the. I was thinking about doing it this week, but you know, feel like maybe next week's gonna be a better way to start it out. But August. This is our 26th episode right now.
You know what?
So,
Since you already put it out there, we can't do it, but we're gonna come with a random, whether it's next week or a month from now, we're going to come up with a random, ask somebody what show it is, and they get a shirt. If they can tell us,
damn. Okay.
If they can tell us what number show it is.
Okay, but I do put it on the banner, so if
You put every time.
yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
That's
If you
still
look if you look up top, like if you click on like the YouTube.
don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. We still gonna put it out there.
All right.
So
All right.
if
Hey,
they look, they look and find it. Hey, that's an Easter egg for them. If they go out and look and find that, that's an easy, no holds barred, high neighbor T-shirt.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah. So we got the what else we got going on, man? We had crazy MLB trades going on, but we're not gonna get into that just yet because we gotta wait for our resident baseball guy to join us. He's running a little bit late. He had some work stuff to do. So but yeah, man, like shoot. This is another we're just doing it up, man. No Holds Barred Sports Show. Make sure you tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your mama's mama, tell everybody, let them know that your boys are on this show and we out here, we out here grinding, we're trying to make it happen. So, make sure you guys let people know about it. And hopefully we can get this show growing.
Yeah, no, it's going to grow, man. We're gonna claim it. It's going to grow.
Yeah, we got let's see what we got. We got tough guy. Pops, what's going on?
What's up,
How's
Pops?
it going?
What's up, man? Yo, Pops, we would be. You probably would shoot me, man, because every time I got around that car, man, if I lived around you, I'd be like, let me get the keys, Pop. Let me get the that thing is beautiful, man. That is a beautiful car, Pops.
Let me tell you, I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, right now I should just be driving that thing around town.
That thing is hot. When you sent me the U-Haul pulling it, I was like, whoa! I didn't see nothing but that car.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm an old school hot rod dude, so I definitely mess with the old school hot rod without a doubt.
But yeah, man. So we got some big things to talk about today. I think. Hold on, what we got? Yeah, exactly.
Pop, I already know, Pop. Just looking at that car, I already know that ain't happening.
Yeah, believe me, I love it. I enjoy, the sitting in it, but I ain't even trying to drive it. You know.
Yeah, well, that's me and one of my son's projects, man. One day to do a father and son old school. We kind of agreed on a 60, 68, 69 Chevelle is kind of both of me and his thing, and so
Those
yeah.
Chevelles those are some beautiful cars too, man.
Yeah. As you can see, I got some company. My wife behind me, my son right here beside. I got mad company today.
That's what's up. What's up? Yeah, I ain't even see your son there. I
He
see your
snuck
wife.
it.
I was getting nervous. I thought you were about to get attacked from
You
behind.
thought I was gonna get snubbed? Nah, not tonight. Not tonight. She wasn't sneaking me there. My son slid in while we was doing the introductions. He slid in.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
But hey, man, let's. Look who we got in the building.
Yeah, no doubt, son.
Look who we got in the building. We got the Boogaloo
What's
in the
up,
building.
yo, Boogie Down Productions in the building.
Question pasta neighbors. I don't know.
I'm lost.
I don't know what that means either.
Yo, well, dog on it. You don't know.
Carmelate,
hey, Carmelate. Hey. Thanks for coming out. Out.
But yeah, man, you ready to get started with some Kenny's Corner?
Let's get Kenny's Corner.
I'm not drinking any energy drinks today, so I can't even do no review, man. I'm too deep today, bro. I went 2 in already. I'm exhausted.
Yeah. You need to chill out if you went 2 in already. Kenny Corner, man, gave me a whole lot of fight stuff to talk about.
I like it. Let's do it.
So to start Kenny's Corner off, I'm gonna do the local stuff first with my fighter. Me and my son took him to spar. I think last week we took him to spar. I didn't know the kid hadn't been in the ring in a year, and
that he was sparring with.
Yeah, no, my fighter hadn't been in a ring. He hadn't sparred in a year because I just got with him a couple of months ago, so I never bothered to ask. But the kid he sparred was nationally ranked. He was nice.
Okay.
But man, my kid was bigger. He was bigger than this kid. But it was an excellent good work, because that's what we call sparring work. It was good work, man. He did his thing. We got good footage to learn from. So it was excellent, excellent sparring for him. That what you said? You need some. Okay, sorry about that. But it was excellent sparring for him. So what we did was we got film and we looked over it and knew what we had to go to. Went back to the head coach and put in some things that we needed to work on. So it was awesome. And another thing, the kid, he plays soccer, man, and they won the championship Friday with his soccer team. Guy, I think he got invited to get on a traveling team. So man,
okay.
Everything is
man,
good.
Let me tell you that soccer ain't no joke, man. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of running,
cardio, footwork, and everything. He kind of, he had his tryouts at his school, so he kind of was like, he didn't want to tell me, and like I told him, I said, man, at 15 years old, play every sport you want to play, bro. I said.
The only thing he's got to be careful is obviously with his knees, cause
but at 15,
you're like a rubber band at 15, man.
Exactly.
Like a rubber band, you bounce right back,
Yeah.
So hey, more power to him, man. I like.
But yeah,
that,
so that's the local scene. So we still looking to do some.
Let me throw that up there, right there. Make sure y'all follow him on Facebook, Edwin Salinas.
Yeah,
so this way, get those numbers up for him.
Yeah, we're looking at some local tournaments. I just got certified with the USA boxing certification. Just got my coaching certification this weekend.
Awesome.
So I got that took care of and everything. So yeah, man, things are moving up, man. Things are moving on.
That's awesome, bro. I'm very happy to hear that, because that's important. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to watch all my boys prosper, So,
yeah, no doubt.
And at the same time, if you can help your kid, help that kid out there and help him become, achieve his dreams, man, that's even
That's
better.
what it's all about, right there. The kid. So where do I start with the nationwide and countrywide and worldwide news? Let's start with the Jake Paul fiasco. He so for y'all who don't know and who are tuning in, so Jake Paul had actually signed a fight to fight a real professional boxer, Hasim Rockman Jr., which his dad was actually world champion, knocked Lennox Lewis out to become champion back in the day. So Hasim Rockman Jr. was 6-1. I think he lost his last fight by knockout to Tommy Morrison's son. I was like, wow, when I seen that. So remember Tommy Morrison from Rocky? You know, he died. Well, his son and Hasim Rockman.
He had the ninja, right?
Yeah, and they say
did he actually die?
Yeah, he died. Yeah,
Oh,
Tommy Morrison died a long time ago, and they say he was actually winning the fight and gashed out, and the dude knocked him out. So anyway, so he signed to fight this guy. Well, right off the bat, this guy's a heavyweight, and
he had to cut weight. He wanted him down.
I think they made him eventually say they had to come in at 200 pounds. Well, he fought his last fight in shape. 225, bro.
Yeah, Pops. We traded Mega. We traded him for a bag of baseballs.
Yeah, at 225. So automatically they put this stipulation on he couldn't weigh more than 200 pounds the day of the fight, and then the day before at weigh-in, and then the day of the fight they was going to weigh him again, and he still had to be. So they couldn't even rehydrate.
Yeah, it was it was like 206 was like the max.
Well, they moved it up. That's what I was going to say. They moved it up. At first it was 200. So then they moved it up to 205 is what they moved it up to. And they was making him test. I mean, like last week, I think he had to test 2 or 3 times. He was like, and like he said, what commission makes you test a week or 2 before the fight? You know, but from what they said, because they knew he was 220 something like a couple of months ago or a month ago, and they announced this fight. They said New York Boxing Council, Athletic Commission is one of the more stricter commissions. So they wanted to monitor him and make sure he could safely drop the weight so he didn't get in there, of course. But like Hasim Rockman said, he said the sad part is they canceled the fight before I even had time to make the weight. Because so what I think happened, he said
it was 10 pounds still. He was still 10 over.
Yeah. So what had happened, Hasim came back when they gave him the 5 pounds after 200 to 205. He came back and said, "Can I get 215?" And he said 2 hours later he seen Jake Paul on the internet counseling the fight, and he was like, "Wow." And so, long story short, I don't want to give this a whole lot of run. I think Jake wants a legitimate fight, but I think
he ain't ready for it. He wants somebody that he's gonna be bigger than. Somebody he gonna
not only
have
that,
more.
He wouldn't have been bigger than Hasim Rockman, but you know yourself, if you drain and drop weight, and then you can't rehydrate and drink, bruh, you give Hasim Rockman out of them 10 rounds they supposed to fought, you give him 2 3 rounds, bro, he's dead. He's gassed. You know what I'm saying? So he put a lot of stipulations on him, but it was being Hasim Rockman's biggest payday, so you know he was going to take the fight. So, you know, of course, both sides had it. You know, both sides had to. Well, if you sign the contract, you sign the contract. You agree. So, of course, he was going to try to make the weight. This is the biggest payday he would ever got. His name gets out there even more. So, but, you know, here's the sad part. I watched him on a podcast yesterday, and he said he still hasn't got an official fight is off. He hasn't signed it, meaning they haven't sent him anything. So he said he's still training. He's like, I'm still training for the fight. He was like, until I get something official, he's like, of course I've been seeing it. He got on TV and said this thing, and he's like, but I have still never received nothing official as of today. So, you know, who knows?
Well, I don't know if you saw Dana White said that they sold less than $1 million in tickets.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So that he was saying that's why he thinks that Buddy is pulling the fight because
wouldn't doubt it.
he knows they ain't gonna make the money to. He said it costs $500,000 just to turn on the lights in MSG.
Yeah,
That's what Dana White said.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it one bit, because even though Hakeem Rockman is so-called a step up, you're a YouTube star. People are not really watching your fights before the boxing. So now you grabbed a professional boxer, but you're going to have to grab a name. He would have been better off trying to fight Anderson Silva as far as making money and selling, because people know.
Yeah, but Silva's going to put that.
Oh, yeah, and he knows it. Yeah, he knows it. You know, so he I think Jake Money Train probably has ran out until he fights a legitimate fighter with a name, or fight somebody like Sylvia, who's not a boxer but everybody knows can fight and has a name. So people are tired of watching him. Even the Woodleys and these guys, even though people are tired of watching him have all the advantages and paying for it. He's going to have to fight somebody to make that money now. He's going to have to fight somebody.
Definitely.
It's sad, because I think the girl on the undercard, I think they canceled the whole
thing. They canceled the whole fight.
Yeah, so the girl on the undercard,
everybody's losing that payday.
Yeah, the Serrana girl, Puerto Rican chick, she's going to lose that payday. So, that's it.
From what Jake Paul said, people are still at least that from something that I was reading, he said that he's still going to get people their fight purse. So, hey,
I mean, he's got the money. He can do it. And you figure, I mean, him and
he probably ain't gonna give Rockman his fight.
Oh no.
Rockman
nothing.
Oh, look who we got here.
It is your three-time Hall of Famer, King Mega. That's how we do in promo class. Ebbs and flows, ups and downs. Let me cut a promo. I didn't mean to cut you off, seeing neighbor.
It's all good. We did Kenny's Corner first to give you time to get here.
Oh, I was creeping. Now I was creeping.
You good, brother?
I was creeping.
Yeah,
Chauncey saying he didn't had 2 energy drinks today. You and your son working on the Chevelle. I keep an eye out for you neighbors.
That's why I'm drinking the beer right now. Only look at this. Look at this, Mega.
What?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Good.
What is that?
Some people like to call it water, but I like to call it water.
That's agua for all you non. That's agua in Spanish.
But no, we were just piping in on the Jake Paul, Hakeem Rockman fiasco.
Yeah,
that was the first thing. But yeah, so in boxing, it looks like Tank and Ryan are getting closer. I don't know if that fight. I think Ryan almost feels like he's forced into fighting that fight, because he's made some crazy statements like the belts don't matter, and he rubbed all the old school guys wrong. They like, what the hell? WBC president actually came out today and said Ryan is jealous of Devin Haney because he's scared to take the fight, and Devin has the belts. Because before Devin won the belt, when George Gambosis had him, all Ryan was talking about was, maybe when I come out, because he took that hiatus for mental health, maybe when I come back, I fight Gambosis and get the belts. Soon as Devin won them, the belts don't matter. The belts don't matter. He knows there's an ass whooping waiting on him if he stepped to Devin Haney. So now the belts don't matter. And like I said, the Tank fight might happen because I think he's pushed in a corner. And let's face it, even if he lost the Tank, where does the stock really go? You got one loss to considerably the best fighter in the lightweight division, and that's the most money you're probably gonna make. So that's probably why he's talking no belts. I ain't worried about the belts, because he's looking right now to cash out. Now, like I said, even if he lose, he's still good because it's Tank. So, we'll see. Danny Garcia fought in the Barclays this weekend. Did watch that fight, him and Benavidez' brother.
Right? Yeah.
And let's just say Benavidez' brother is nowhere near David Benavidez. His brother that's as they call the Mexican monster. Nobody wants to fight that dude. But Danny Garcia looked good. I've always been somewhat a fan of Danny Garcia. He's a decent fighter. He only lost to big names. Like before then, he'd only lost to Porter, Keith Thurman, and Earl Spence. So he'd only lost, and everybody, I think they said that guy had beat 14 champions or 16 champions, something like that over his career. So, Danny Garcia's always been solid, a solid fighter. But, stepped up to the A, couple of the guys that was A+ at the time when he fought him, and he couldn't get it done. But at the end of the fight, he did jump on the mic and talked about mental health. He actually cried in the ring, said he had to let it out because he said he had been dealing with depression and mental health real bad. So, shouts out to him for giving awareness to mental health because it is a real issue. And people will look at, somebody like him and like he's a fighter, he's rich, and but no, that stuff, I don't care if you're a multi-billionaire, the mental health is real. I work with a lot of people in my everyday job and see that stuff. It's definitely a real thing. So in boxing, that was the big fight this weekend. MMA was pretty. The Amanda Nunes and Pena fight, the rematch took place, which was a good fight. Now Amanda dominated this time, but that Pena chick is one tough hombre, as they say.
Dude, he got dropped how many times?
She put me in the straight mind of the Nate Diaz. You hit Nate and drop him, but you don't knock him out. It's like you knock him down and he instantly right back. That's how she did 5 times, bro.
Dude, and on one of them, her eyes rolled back and everything. Yeah. And when she hit the ground, it was just like right back.
Exactly. As soon as she hit the mat, it was like, okay, I know
where I'm at. Come down here, come down into this world, and I'm gonna put them submissions.
And about 3 times had holds locked that could have ended the fight. And probably because they were sweaty, slipped all of them, and Amanda's strong as a damn arm.
It was good when she started bleeding, though. I thought it was probably some of the best thing that could have happened because, sometimes that blood makes you sticky. So it's like, the blood starts to – I was hoping that was going to help her hold on to one of them submissions. But Amanda's she's a beast, man.
Here's the thing. Until it clots, it's slick. It's slippery. So if you're sweating and all that, it's probably going to take away a ways to clot and get that sticky substance, like you said. And then it was constantly flowing. So, but it was, that was an awesome fight, man. And I don't care for women's fighting. And don't take this the wrong way, women. Not for.
Shit.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Let me answer.
Cancellation.
Let me answer it because I don't
Kenny's
care to
corner.
see. I don't care to see women beat each other up. Not because they can't fight, because there's some of the fighters out there. We got Carissa Shields coming up, the Golden, she calls herself, who's a 4-time undisputed champion in 4 different weight classes, which is no man has ever got close to that.
Crazy.
So don't get it twisted. Not because they can't fight and they're not excited. I just don't care to see beautiful women beat each other up. It's just not my stick. But they deserve everything because Pena is probably one of the toughest people, not women, one of the toughest people I've ever seen fight, man.
You seen the way that Nunes dominated Cyborg.
I'm talking
dominated
about
Rousey. She dominated
30
Holly
seconds,
Holm.
a minute in, knocked out Ronda Rousey's quick, dominated Holly Holm. So and this chick has won one and went the 4-5 and now. Of course, Nunes came back. So, no, I didn't want to end the fight. I wanted to go 5 rounds because I wanted everybody to see that I was better than her. So I didn't want to knock her out. You don't get paid damn overtime for fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get the same amount of money if you beat her in 2 seconds or 5 rounds. So say what you want to say.
Off that finish.
Yeah, say what you want to say. You wasn't pulling punches. You just didn't knock her out. That's all.
Louis said she should have used Spark Attack.
But man.
Hey, what'd you think of that Brandon Moreno and Kai Kara France fight?
I was flipping back. I ain't gonna lie. I was flipping back and forth from the boxing match because of course they all on the same doggone night.
Yeah, at the same night, same time.
So from what
That
I
one-
seen,
that
the
one was
highlights,
solid.
it looked like it was a good fight. Brandon
They ended up
Morero,
getting fight in the night.
Yeah,
that
I
one.
seen that. I seen that.
Yeah, he killed him to the body with a kick, man.
And it had
But
to
that
be
was
a
a
good
good
fight.
back and forth fight.
No, it had to be a good fight because Amanda Nunes and Pena could have easily been fight of the night from what I seen. I did see the stupid ass
Derek
Black
Lewis.
Beast get knocked out. He's just get in shape one time and see how it works for you, bro.
That's probably the best I've seen him look body
but he
wise.
still wasn't in shape. You're a professional athlete. Drop another 15 pounds, get down to 250, and see what happens in your career, man. You're getting paid millions of dollars. Give yourself the best and every opportunity because you can't tag nobody in. You can't pass the ball to nobody. You can't throw. It's just you. Give yourself
that's why
a
I love
chance
tag teaming though.
one
Be like,
time.
I'm blown up.
I'm blown
exactly.
up.
Give yourself a chance one time and get in shape, and let's really see how
and
good
you know
can
what
be.
though? Not for nothing, but now he's been fighting with some of these
he's
big
damaged
boys.
goods, bro.
He's been fighting with some of these big boys that are throwing bombs too. So
yeah, he's damaged goods now, and every time you get knocked out, bro, you leave a piece of yourself in that ring, boxing or MMA. When you get knocked out, it's a piece of you left in there. It's a chink off your armor, bro. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I he's very entertaining. It's sad because I always, me and my son and other people talk when I watch him fight. I'm like, if this guy just one time said, I'm gonna take a count and get in full shape and see how it happens, see what happens, and he's never done it. He's never done it.
He was right there, man. He was in line for that.
Bro, he was right there, bro.
He was right there. If he would have been able to pull it off, I don't think he would have held on to it just because
his discipline. He's
there's
not
too many. There's
he's
too
not
many
disciplined.
guys though that once he's on that ground, they'll take you down.
Yeah,
But even though he knocked Curtis Blades the hell out when Curtis Blades tried to take him down.
And when him and Francis fought, they both were so scared
hard.
of each other. That was probably the most horrible fight. But it was, I don't want to get hit, and I don't want to hit you. It was one of those fights. But it's sad, man. When especially individual athletes, because it can't be hitting, don't get in shape, man. I just don't understand it. I don't understand. Even in team sports, at least you could pass it off or get subbed in. There's nobody to sub. There's nobody to tag, bro. And you either got 15 minutes of hell or 25 minutes of hell.
Yeah.
And it's sad because this guy has never, I think, fully with all the talent and power he has, and he can kick. I mean, that guy kicks at 264 over somebody. Them guys like Nagumo, who's 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", he kicks up to those guys' face. So it's sad that he never gave himself the full chance, man, by just getting in shape. Like, this is what you do for a living. Hire a personal trainer. I mean, if you know you're going to need a push because you're not, do whatever.
The other thing is, they said that the UFC they're willing to hook these dudes up if they're willing to go to that performance center that they have, that they'll hook you up with food and everything to help you get your diet on track for the weight cut.
Bro?
Crazy.
How wouldn't you take that? Because see, let's just face it.
They said that everybody, because I heard Josh Barnett talking about that.
Bro, let's just face it. He hasn't made generational wealth money, bro. He's probably living pretty decent, but he hasn't made generational wealth money. Like, give yourself the chance. You chose this profession. What do you put on your resume after this? Unless you have got, and I don't know the man's background, so maybe he do got a couple of businesses going to maintain him. But far as MMA, we know they don't make a whole ton of money. So you're not a multi-millionaire. So while you in it, taking the damage to your body and your brain and whatever, man, give yourself full potential to be the best you can be. And maybe you still don't get no farther than he got now. But I could sleep better. Man, I would love to
hit him with that motivation.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. It's no more motivation enough to know, man, I could set my kids straight for the rest of their life. You was an entertainer People like you because you're crazy as hell. You talk good.
You can't go out and spend your money neighbor and act neighbor rich though.
Yeah, exactly. You cut promos like a mug. So just get in shape and win, bro. But that's my rant.
You know what happened.
Because it kind of, that's my rant for the night, because it kind of hit home. Because like you said, with me, you know, getting in the training game, I'm like, if I had a kid like that, or adult that I was training, that I seen that, man, they would probably fire me, because I would give them the blues, bro. I'm like, when the hell am I we could sit and talk technique all night, but if you're not going to come in shape, what the hell you want me to do? Because it's just a matter of time for that catches up to you. But yeah, so that's pretty much for Kenny's Corner. On the horizon, like I said, we got and for the local scene, now that I got certified with the USA Boxing Association, I've actually seen they let me go in and access all the USA Boxing schedules. So we got local tournaments and everything we can do now. So that's awesome, I think. Yeah, so I've seen at least 3 in North Carolina here between now and September that we can do. So that was, once I got that certification, that opened a whole lot more doors. So for the local scene. So me and the young man gonna get together and try to probably pick out a few and get ready for them. We're still planning to do the big one in Tennessee in October. Because the big thing is to go around and get him seen. So for my local stuff,
that's pretty much.
Yes, and for my local stuff, that's pretty much it. And as far as big fights, Canelo's fighting Triple G, which is a big fight, but not a good fight. Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence still can't get it together. They still money, I think, is the problem with that. We've already said that the Paul fight is canceled.
I think this weekend is the UFC the finals for the Ultimate Fighter, and can't remember that Diago dude versus I can't remember that black kid's name, the one that got the tattoos of the 2 thumbs on his chest.
That part of the show of Kenny's Corner will be just what it is. You coming in and telling us about it, because I ain't gonna lie, I probably haven't watched the Ultimate Fighter.
Dude, Ultimate Fighter was good this season.
Was it?
Since it came on,
it was good this season.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So overall, that's pretty much it. Kenny's Corner. Didn't get
dude just got home from work.
Didn't get no questions, so there was nothing for me to answer. But if somebody do think of something during the show, as we still are on live, just shoot them up, and I'll try my best to answer. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's get to some. We're gonna finish out with baseball today. So we're gonna get to something sad that just happened the other day.
Man.
Bill Russell passes away at 88 years old. What is he? He's the most winningest.
Won 11 championships in 13 years.
Right?
In 13 years, and was the first black head coach, player coach.
Yeah.
That's a feat, man. Because they said when he was there in Boston, like, dude was getting death threats and everything.
Boston. Come on, bro.
Boston play. They don't like you, neighbors.
No
doubt. Matter how much, no matter what you're doing for that community.
Exactly. What's crazy? They said Red Auerbach. I seen what a little thing Red Auerbach was talking. Him and Wilt Chamberlain was battling back then, and that was the big thing. He was like, Bill didn't care if his numbers were better than Wilt. He just didn't want to lose to him. He was like, he'd do whatever it takes not to lose to him. And he was like, and on my behalf, if they paid Wilt Chamberlain $100,000, I would pay Bill Russell $101,000. He was like, I was always going to make sure.
He
would one up him. He was always going to one up Wilt Chamberlain. I said that was good stuff right there. That was good stuff. But yeah, man, what he did for the sport was, and he was a guy that even everything he went through at Boston, he sit there and went through the social rights and civil rights things with Muhammad Ali and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown. All of them guys would sit at summits and different venues, man, trying to help people with them civil rights situations that we're going through. So he was definitely more than just basketball.
Yeah, he was an icon
Definitely.
for real.
Yeah, he was definitely more than
Icon,
just
legend.
basketball, man.
Yeah, every sense of the word. Just
So,
great dude. But rest in peace.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Uncle Bill Russell.
hey, y'all two get. I'm going to cut out for a second, and then you'll holler at my son. Y'all go ahead. I'm just gonna take my camera off.
All right.
All right. What do we got next? We got Deshaun Watson suspended for 6 games after a judge that is a independent arbitrator decided on 6 games. Yeah.
This is touchy.
To me, I feel like. So, like, I heard people talking.
What's up, Pops? I'm good, fam. I'm good, brother.
I feel like, I heard people talking about, oh, well, it's the same amount of games that Ben Roethlisberger got for going to a bathroom with some girl or whatnot, and allegedly doing whatever.
Right.
However, right. This is 24 cases, right? Like,
this
is rough, dude. Like,
this is rough. So the
NFL wanted a full season, right?
Yeah. So it's not 24. It's only 4 because the NFL. So the judge said, "All right, give me what you got, so I can make a decision." They gave them the 4 best cases that they had. So she just ruled on 4, not 24. So and we gotta remember that this ruling is not the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Court of public opinion and the legal system are 2 different things. So it's not like he's quote unquote on trial, or they were like, all right, rule on this. Whatever he did the last 2.5 years, the 24 different women, and actually it was actually 30. The 24, 30 different women, what he did, some settled, some didn't, blah, 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 blah. Right? It's like, all right, what do you want me to rule on? Okay, we want you to. The NFL wanted him suspended for a year. Players Association obviously didn't want that. they wanted less than that, right? Fucking guy.
Actually, Mega went to school with Jesus.
Fucking guy. So it's like, all right, here's the 4 best cases, and all she did was rule. She made her ruling based on precedent. So she got what happened before, what the NFL did, and what happened with these 4 women. There isn't any videotape. There isn't any audio tape. There aren't signed confessions. There's none of that. It's basically recounts of what happened for 4 women who were investigated by investigators, and transcripts were placed for the judge. Here's 4 women, here's 4 cases. Right? Here's what we did prior. Make a decision. That's all she could do.
Yeah. No, listen, now, I think the judge did what she did, but it at the same time, like, everything is, it's all, as you look at it, right? Like, people, like Carmel Latte said, people have gotten more time for a drug test.
But it's a difference. It's a difference. And this is why Pete Rose was banned from baseball. There are rules in place. They say, if you do this, this will happen. You cannot do this. If you do this, this will happen. This is going to offend some people, right? But I want somebody to tell me tell me exactly what he did. Tell me exactly what he did. No one can tell me. You know why? Because nobody knows. You just got 24 to 30 women saying that he took advantage of them in some way. Nobody got raped. He didn't go to jail. He's not in prison. Nothing. Give me the evidence. Show me exactly what he did. If you show me exactly what he did, then go at it. But you got to prove it. This is the judicial system. Like it, love it, hate it, you got to prove stuff. You just can't go by hearsay. Even if it's 50 people, show me. Tell me. Now, if it was Louis
Well, they
Jones,
also caught him in a lie.
if it was Louis Jones, right? If it was you or me, right? Would they be suing us? No, because we don't have any freaking money. They had part of this, right, wrong, and indifferent. Some of them, I'm not going to say all, but some of them look at it as a payday. He did this, that, and the third, right? And let's also keep in mind that everybody is getting on Deshaun Watson, but nobody's getting on the Houston Texans. He went to them and said, I'm doing the ABC, the EFG. You need to sign non-disclosure agreements. Here are the non-disclosure agreements. Nobody told the Texans to the fire. It's all Deshaun Watson because he did this to these women. One, tell me what he did exactly.
It never comes out if he's not leaving the Texans.
Nope.
It never comes out. We never hear about this if he don't say, I demand a trade.
Yep. So I'm not meaning to by all means am I, not like siding with him or saying he didn't do anything wrong. He probably did do something wrong. But,
well,
hold on. I'm going to say, I don't know if you heard me or not, but public opinion and the legal system are two different things. You got to prove that he did what he did. And if you can't prove it, nope.
They
so
never
what he did. He's being a pervert. Okay, so what? There's millions of perverts. Somebody's doing what he's being accused of doing right now. Right now. There's probably 100 people with the 100-mile radius of me doing it right now. Okay? These women looked at home. These women looked at him like these Mega Millions tickets. I'm about to get paid.
Like they're useless?
No, they looked at him like, oh, he did something that was a little uncouth. I'm about to get paid. He's a freak. He's a pervert. Whatever. He didn't break any laws. And if you don't break the law and if you can't prove it, you're not going to be penalized.
And if they did come in fair, LowRyda, and Mega for accused without investigation, and they came back that they didn't do nothing, they would be rich. Because they would sue the hell out of them for firing them without anything being proven. Nothing had been broken. No laws had been broken. So yeah, you could in the port of if I had a daughter.
Absolutely. But I would feel a certain way. I would. But feeling a certain way and
breaking a law
are two different things.
Exactly. And it's been proven he didn't force anybody to do anything. He did some inappropriate, probably acts toward asking for certain things or wanting certain things done, but he never took nothing for anybody. Now let's just keep it 100 on this, Carmelate. There's been plenty of men and women that probably went a little farther without breaking laws or asked for more or wanted more than what they were supposed to get. And is it cringeworthy to be a little pushy or edgy or offering money? Yes. But is he breaking the law? And obviously with the investigation with all criminal charges dropped, he never broke the law. Now, does it make him a great person? By no means. It does. It doesn't make him a great person. But let's just face it. How many great people are running these businesses as well as being a participant in the business. Let's just face it. You know.
Hold on. So time out. First of all, what he did do is technically illegal because they said he masturbated in front of some of these girls.
Okay, I can't pee in the street in public either.
That's
exactly.
Illegal.
It's illegal.
That's illegal.
But if you're jerking off in front of somebody,
jerking off and surging off on somebody, peeing in the street, they're both illegal. So is
and
murder.
Guess what?
Hold on,
you can get a sex charge for that.
Right.
And have to register.
They has to do an investigation and say he broke the law. So it's obvious if it's what you said, anything he done with the investigation, there was not enough done to charge him with a crime.
Right. So what they did for what he did, he's going to suspend him for 6 games. It's not like he didn't get suspended at all.
And it could be more than that. I've been here though. Hold on. Because
they ain't gonna fight it.
That's what they already said that. That's what the arbitration people came down with.
Yeah,
but they said the league has the final say to say, yo,
they're gonna fight it.
Yeah, we want to give him 8 games and $1 million fine or whatever. So I don't think it has been fully. That's what the arbitration people said, 6 games. And that was a woman.
Now, what about the fact that the whole contract was worked so that he's only losing?
That's business, man.
$300,000.
That's business, bro.
But hold on. So it's smart for him.
Okay.
But is it if you don't believe he did anything wrong? Then you
stop.
Hold on, no. I'm not talking about you. I'm not saying you.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
I'm talking about the Browns.
Okay.
Because the Browns said they didn't think he did anything wrong, which is why they were willing to
going to protect our assets, bro. That's how their owners became billionaires, bro. They do that shit for a living. If that's
the case, I'm gonna make sure that he's losing $1 million at least, right? Because then I'm not paying him that $1 million.
Who gonna make sure he? What do you mean?
If I'm protecting my asset. If I'm paying you and I know you did something wrong and you're going to get suspended, at least for a couple games, I'm not going to backload this money.
Let me ask you a question, right? You have a chance to play for me or for Kenny. We're both offering you $200 million cash, right? You can play with either one of us. 200 cash. However, Kenny's like saying, I'm gonna give you all 200 million now. Where I'm saying, nah, I'm gonna pay you $1 million for the next 10 years and then defer the rest. And if you die, your family doesn't get the money. Who are you gonna sign with? Kenny, because you're getting guaranteed money.
Getting that damn money.
Between Atlanta and Cleveland. Which one? Hey, he said, hey, I'll go to Cleveland or I'll go whichever one. I want to minimize my risk, lose less money as possible. What you're going to do? Cleveland said, all right, you may get suspended this year. Your salary's $1 million. So you have more earning potential over the course of your contract. And maybe the Falcons didn't want to do that. It's all business. This is about wins and losses. I'm sorry for people to get offended, but guess what? This ain't got nothing to do with morality. This is business. The Cleveland Browns are a business. They're in a business of winning football games and making money. What's going to give me the best opportunity to win games and make money?
And the NFL is business.
Business.
Also.
We got
Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft got caught coming out of a massage brothel, pretty much.
Brothel, right.
But he was a billionaire. How much? Because now, here's the thing, like I was hearing today, the coaches and the owners and the players are all supposed to be under the same umbrella when it comes to penalties for things with the league. What the hell happened to Robert Kraft?
Yep.
What did they do to Robert Kraft? Let's take it one step even farther. When Big Ben was going through his shady days, how much time did Big Ben get?
6 days.
Okay.
6 games.
6 games.
But ended up getting it reduced. But it was
And
only one time.
And it was proven that he was a little rough and a little I'm taking. Wasn't no I'm being a little pervert.
It was one girl, and there was no charge. Hold on, it was the same thing, right? No charges. But
there was charges. There was no conviction. There was charges, no conviction.
But they were charging. They were charging Watson, and then they decided not to pursue the charges.
But here's the other thing with Ben. Go back and look at it. It was either one or two that happened that never made headlines years before. That one actually made headlines, right. But he had already did this a couple of times prior.
Right. And the other difference is this is some chick he met at a bar.
Exactly.
These are women, Deshaun Watson, that he paid for a service. Now, we don't know, no one knows but Deshaun Watson and the women say, hey, I give you $5,000 for X, Y, and Z. We don't know that.
Happy ending.
That's all in Houston. You know damn well every single one of them knew who he was. And if not, I would say a good majority.
Yeah, no doubt, Lou.
Knew who he was.
Of course.
Whether he went to their homes
of course.
Or business, whatever. I am going to come to your business or your home and pay you for a service. You're going to exchange money. All right, while you're there, I want you to do X, Y, and Z. I'll pay you for this. That is far different than meeting some chick in a bar and trying to take advantage of her.
Yeah.
Still, it would make you a John though. So still illegal.
I don't know.
If you're paying for it, and you get
like I said, they can dress
for a massage and then
exactly,
hey, and then pay extra for that.
No, and it's the way that stuff is worded. When them listen, bro, they did nothing to him legally because there was nothing to do to him because those things that those chicks was doing is done in so many cities, so many buildings that they're not going to. And am I saying this right? Who am I to say right or wrong what somebody wants to do with themselves? But that profession is everywhere. Every city, you could go to any city and look, and that profession you would find a massage parlor or whatever. It's everywhere. Yes, we can.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think we're disagreeing with anybody. We're just stating facts, and we can't, let our emotions or our imaginations get in the way of the legal system. Like I think he did this. I think he did this. Pops. I think he did that. Yeah. Yep. I think he did this. I think he did that. I think this is what happened. None of us know. None of us really know what happened.
And we don't.
And again, the NFL gave her their 4 best cases. So if you want to blame somebody aside from the Texans, blame the NFL for not having more substantial evidence to get his ass suspended for a year.
And on that note, I seen where I was leaving. Somebody asked about my kid being Golden Glove. You got to be 17 years old to compete Golden Glove, 16 in Silver Glove.
Yeah. And let's keep it 100. Everybody, us 3, everybody tuning in, has done some fucking immoral stuff. Let's stand on our moral high ground and act like I
was in the Navy for 4 years.
Act like we haven't done anything.
I've been to 7 different countries.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm just saying, not even as far as that. Like anything, whether it's stealing from a friend or leaving work 2 hours early or having somebody punch you out early or something. We've all done something.
Oh, without a doubt. So that would be quote unquote they will call illegal or against their moral such and such. Right. So yes, without a doubt. Probably once a day at least.
Yeah.
If you just want to go by that. Yes.
I guess Chauncey. I guess that's a
They got smart, man.
They
got smart not to let that guy go nowhere. They got smart.
Still, if you really look at it, though, it's not great.
Oh no, I mean,
it's good for him.
I think he wanted to actually, because I mean, he was still under contract, right? So he couldn't just walk, right?
No.
So you know, you kind of got to give a little bit to get a little bit once you're still under contract and not willing to sit out and get fined, you know, all them games and all of that stuff. So it's probably good, and he probably wanted to play, and you know, he probably wanted to play, not me.
Pops was saying he never did nothing wrong.
Okay, Pops.
Probably did something wrong last week. Here we go. Put up this next comment. Prove to me that they were assaulted. Proof.
It's never been proven.
That's all I'm asking for is proof. That's all I'm asking for.
I'm allowed to have to disagree with
hold
you
on.
that.
But there's
that's
no.
all I'm asking for. Show me the proof.
But there's no way to technically prove it, right? Because
so
that's the law, though, bro.
So if you can't prove it, how can I punish somebody for let them lose a year? How can I? He got yo. I'm not saying y'all. People are acting like he didn't get any time whatsoever. He got suspended for 6 games. He did get something. It's not like he got off scot-free. People are acting like he raped 24 women. It was proven he raped 24 women, and he got 6 games. That's not what happened. And again, I want somebody to show me the evidence. Show me the proof of what happened. But you can't.
But the fact of the matter is if I sit there and jerk off in front of somebody, how can they prove that I did it?
Hold on. Right. We can't.
But,
we can't.
It doesn't matter because if I did it, I still did it.
But how do we know?
Okay, what is your point?
And if you did it, okay, so what?
You're a pervert. You're a nasty motherfucker. But what is the point when it comes to law? When it comes to the law. And it's not me agreeing and saying that what you did is okay, but you got to understand what the color of law is. That what appears to be law. So you have to understand what you're thinking is the law. I jacked off in front of somebody, and what they're going to charge you with and can be proven is 2 different worlds, bro.
2 different things.
It's 2 different worlds.
But the fact of the matter is how many times can somebody, even let's just say rape? He could have raped her.
Okay.
And if they say no,
okay,
how there's no proof. If he doesn't come in her or do anything like that, what's their proof? It's a he said, she said, right? Same shit, right?
I think if you rape somebody, there's going to be something physical that generally takes place.
But it's the sexual.
We never said the law was perfect, but it's the law. I've never came to you and said the way that they figure things out and the way that they prove their case is perfect, but that's what we go by. So that's just the manner things have done, you know. And I mean, I see where she labeled predator. I mean, I guess you could, in your opinion, if you wanted to call him that, by law, he's not a predator, by the law itself. But if you wanted to say because out of 24 women, 15 of them or out of 50 women, out of 50 women that he wanted to get a happy ending, and like you said, end up paying 22 of them. Well, let's just face it. We know 22 payments. A lot of that stuff is to go away. Let's make this go away. After you play a year of football, because your first couple of games, you're going to get the boos and the people saying he this and he that. But after that goes away, he winning games, it goes away.
Nobody's walking up to you
not
in
at all.
7-Eleven
Not at all.
And jerking off to you.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But understand. When you choose certain things, it doesn't make it right, and you shouldn't have to feel, but it's certain things you choose to do in life that shit comes with it. I'm not saying, no, hold on. When I say that, I say this to say this. There's going to be certain offers or certain things that doesn't make it right. That's the thing you got to understand. When I make that statement, it ain't that offer. It ain't that it should be expected, but it's certain things in life that you're going to get people that do and offer certain things that it ain't right, but it's just going to happen. I guarantee if you go to depending on how the massage parlors are set up or whatever, if you go to probably out of 10 of them, depending on the neighborhood they're in and the clientele that they deal with, I guarantee you most of the women in there has said, if nothing else, somebody probably has asked, can this happen?
It's one thing to ask, it's another thing to just start doing it though.
Agree to a certain extent, yeah. Agree to a certain extent, because
it's like if you in a strip club and the girl is dancing and all they say you take your dick out and start jerking off.
Hey, language.
Well, you pull your thing out, start jerking off. What's gonna happen? A big neighbor like you gonna come over and yoke the dude up and be like, "Yo, get up out of here," right?
Yeah, without a doubt.
And if the girl feels some type of way about it,
but if you go to a strip club and she says you want to go into the room,
you could go to the back room and still pull it out and she could be like, "Yo, what the hell you doing?"
She's not going to do that because she knows what's going in there is private.
That's how she makes her money.
That's how she makes her money.
That's how she
and
makes
this
her
is the other
money.
thing too. Some of these women, not all, because I don't know. Some of these women, right? He went over their house. What licensed
some people
massage therapists
don't have business fronts. But
okay,
he could have been preying on that, right?
That's fair. But
you do massages from your crib?
Hold on.
Okay,
right, but
now
that's what I'm saying.
If
if I'm a female or whatever, if I'm doing massage therapy from my house, right? And I'm alone by myself and I have a man come to my house, where you have to expect something. First of all, I'd be scared for my safety that this dude.
I was going to say, first things first. If I was a woman and I was doing it I'd make sure I had security,
right?
And would let him know. Listen, we're in a private room where I do the business, but I do have security because I'm going to let him know I got security. Just so if he is on some boom boom up in his head, some madness, he does know somebody else is here.
Right. What happens? What if? Forget the sex part. What if this dude was a freaking serial killer?
Yeah.
Like, you're not fearing for your safety?
Yeah.
So you know there was some dialogue before there. That's why I'm you know,
it's a slippery slope situation, man.
Because it's both sides.
Exactly. I think a lot of things, and to be honest, not to go against these women testimony, but this stuff happened years and years and years. And just so happened, I'm leaving Texas, and that year it comes out. This stuff has been happening.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff is, they had been doing that. You just decided now that when he leave Texas, and that owner probably came to you and said, "Hey, this," and probably slid some of them up. Let's face it, when it comes to business, pissing a billionaire off who said, "Man, how dare you think you gonna dictate?" Man, they do shit, man. They do shit. They make shit happen. And I'm not, and that's still not saying whatever Deshaun did was right. And that's not talking against the women, but it's the world. And anytime you got human beings, man, devious, undercover, behind the scenes, stuff takes place, man.
Yeah, my thing is this though, right? we got people who in our world, right? the wrestling world, who got canceled, can't make no money, right? For what? Like Joey Ryan. For what? For coming on too strong to a female. Everybody was grabbing his junk on shows for fun, right? Oh, I got to do this spot.
Right.
I got to do.
But correct. But guess what? Did he go to jail? No, he just got.
But guess what?
Booked. But he didn't get booked. That was his punishment.
What? My man can't even work at his job. He just got fired from his job.
What is? There's
Disney.
no fair. There's no fair in this world, LowRyda.
Yeah,
no
my man was working at
fair.
Disney, and he got fired because people started protesting the fact that he worked at Disney. So, why is it okay for certain people to be able to make that?
It's not.
First of all, there's a word in the dictionary that when everybody look up, the word is meritocracy. What the hell can you do for me, and what can I do for you? If this was, I'm not going to say, if this was a 27 third string safety, his ass would have got cut. The dude on top of his game a couple years ago was a top 5 quarterback. The Cleveland Browns was a crap franchise, desperate need of a quarterback. He was their lottery ticket.
I agree.
He can change the trajectory of that franchise. If this dude was a 37-year-old backup, he'd be out the league. That's all it is. Life ain't fair.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
if Joey Ryan's name was Randy Orton, he still have a job. He wouldn't have got fired. But it's fucking Joey Orton. It's 39.
To another topic, man.
Some females jumped on the money train, but that's such for the
correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Agree. 100%. 100% agree.
100% agree.
100% agree. If you went and got your certification to be a massage person and just wanted to make the money doing that as a profession, because it is a legitimate profession. I had friends that got the certification and rolled up on somebody, and they was a class A pervert because they thought they had money and they could get over. You're exactly right. I feel sorry for them, and they deserve justice. I agree with you on that.
But they can't prove it, so they're fucked. Well, screwed. But
unfortunately, that's our criminal justice system in this world. Hey, 13th Amendment said we can still have slaves, so what the hell?
DK Metcalf signed a 3-year, $72 million with $58 million guaranteed. This is kind of like that, what you guys were talking about earlier, right? If you look at this, 3 years, 73.5, 58.1.
Yep.
3 years, 72 with 58 guaranteed.
I make more money than your ass.
Exactly. So, hey, props to DK Metcalf because he has been one of them dudes that has been balling hard for so long already. I feel like he's been in the league forever, but then
what's sad, he only 4 years is all he's
4 years in the league, I think. Yeah.
Young buck.
But you feel like some of these dudes, like you've been hearing their names, it feels like they've been in the league forever.
Right.
That's because from day one they made a difference. From day one. You know.
Yep.
All right. I don't know if you guys want to save this one for next week since we're already jumping late and just go strictly baseball, or you want to do the previews for next week?
Save it for next week. We could do
we'll save that for next week. All right. MLB trade deadline ended today at 6 p.m. However, I did see your boys came out of nowhere at 7 p.m. with a deal. But
our boys?
Your boys.
Word up.
So, but yeah, biggest thing, Juan Soto traded to the Padres. That's number one, right?
The deals, the paperwork has to be in by the commissioner.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's got to be in, as long as it's in by 5:59 and
5:59, right?
59
seconds. Yeah.
but yeah, it didn't go through until 7 o'clock officially. But Juan Soto was traded to the Padres in
Juan Soto.
whew, that was like a crazy deal. Which like some people are talking about the amount of prospects that they gave up or whatnot. But let me tell you, you wish that even one of those prospects end up as good as Juan Soto is.
So he's the real deal.
Oh, he's the real deal.
Yeah.
23 years old, bro.
He's 23.
They offered him what? 450 million.
I seen that. I did see that last week when somebody.
And my man said, "Yeah, nah, I'm good."
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm good. But yeah, so shout out to him. He's because that lineup is crazy right now. Him, Machado, and Tatis. If Tatis comes back healthy, that's a crazy 1, 2, 3 punch.
It's three people. Well, whatever.
2, 3, 4, probably. In the lineup. But
hey Meg, I'm not going to take you because we ain't talking about the Braves. Giving the I don't give a damn look, bro. Stop it.
No. The only reason I'm saying I'm saying that. No, I'm saying it's like.
Whatever.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying they got 3 guys. Okay, so what?
But they have good pitchers.
I'd rather be right now. I'd rather be the Braves. I'd rather be the Yankees.
Of course you would be the Braves.
No, seriously. I'd rather be the Braves. I'd rather be the Yankees. I'd rather be the Dodgers. They got 3 generational type talents, but guess what? It takes more than that. They put all their chips in last season, getting Blake Snell, Mike Clevenger,
who has not lived up to the hype.
Right. And what are they doing? Okay, but they traded for Taylor Rogers. Then they ship him out and bring in Josh Hader to hope to do something. Guess what? They're still not better than the Dodgers. This is I like the deal from a standpoint of this is a generational type talent to propel them for the next 10, 15 years. I love it. But as far as what they're doing now, okay, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. Like it was a great deal for them. I think they had to do it because who was really going to San Diego? Like Manny Machado going there shocked me, and they just overpaid him. Right? They begged Eric Hosmer and overpaid him to go there 4 years ago, and they just shipped his ass out of there. So it's constantly they're just constantly.
Hosmer went to Boston.
Like throwing good money after bad. They're not a quality generational year-over-year organization. They're just buying a lot of shit and hoping it sticks. I'm not a hater. I'm just spitting facts.
You wouldn't have traded for him?
If I was the Padres?
No, yeah. if you were the Braves, you wouldn't have traded 4 of your top prospects for him?
Hell no.
For 2 years of them?
I got Ronald Acuna. Maybe he's not.
Acuna's your center fielder.
Right fielder. Maybe he's not Willie Mays, but he's Mickey Mantle. Okay. But guess what? The rest of my team is great. I got a 25-year-old third baseman who I just signed for 10 years. I got Ronald Acuna, who is arguably one of the top 3 players in baseball. I got one of the top second basemen in baseball. I got a great catcher. I got 3 stud young pitchers, 4 coming on the way. I got a center fielder made Rookie of the Year. I got all these pieces. I don't need to make this one big splash to make up for everything else. They're making up for the Will Myers mistake. They're making up for the Eric Hosmer mistake. They signed the Japanese shortstop. That's a mistake. All they do is make mistake to get this big deal. What they do a few years ago with the Braves, they get B.J. Upton and they get Craig Kimball. What did he do? Nothing. Had a couple of years, shipped him off to Boston. They do this every couple of years. They signed first they signed Eric Hosmer 4 years ago, right? They get him in, change the culture, blah, 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 blah. They signed Manny Machado. I guarantee you Manny Machado is going to get traded in 2 years. Guarantee you. Yeah. So it's not like the Dodgers. The Dodgers have a tremendous farm system they bring in great talent to augment what they already have. Padres, the best thing to come out of the Padres in the last 10 years is Fernando Tatis. Who else has come out of San Diego's farm system?
Well, he's not even from their farm system. He was part of the Jake Shields trade that from Chicago.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the headline of the Jake Shields trade.
It proves my point.
So, but they do have some good prospects, and they gave them all up. And you know what though, man? Like prospects, like I said, you wish that your prospects become Juan Soto.
What you're getting,
So to do something that the Yankees do, which drives me freaking nuts, and hug some of these prospects.
Yeah, that's one thing I always said the Yankees do that.
Get
rid of these dudes.
2 years, what was it? 3 years ago, the Yankees could have gotten 3 years ago. They could have gotten Garrett Cole, but they didn't want to trade Andujar and Clint Frazier.
And Clint Frazier. Now look at them. Yeah, Yankees do a tremendous job of
too much hugging. But it ain't even about the hype.
But they don't get rid of
them. They hug them until they can't do anything with them, which drives me nuts.
You could have got
Machado
anybody.
Too. Machado too. They didn't trade for Machado because of Andujar.
Right.
And where's Andujar? In the minors.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff, man. So, but yeah, like I said, I would have loved for Soto, for the Yankees to have made that move, but at the same time, it's like, what the hell? What are we gonna do with him?
Yeah, and
you
know damn well, his agent is Scott Boras. It was the prick of bricks. You know damn well he's like, don't sign that. The next deal you sign, you will get $50 million a year.
Oh yeah, it's not even a question. So.
You know if I'm gonna be bankrupt in 3 years, the fucking Padres. They can't afford all this crap. It's gonna be like Kevin Garnett.
But it goes when you think about it, they do what they're gonna do, like you said. But it's just like the Dodgers. The Dodgers will ball out of control and spend all this money on certain players, and then trade them away. Right. Same thing with the Red Sox, right? The Red Sox they signed Carl Crawford, signed all these players, and then they trade them all to the Dodgers. It seems like the Dodgers and the Red Sox. Always pull these random trades to dump salary on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, it's just one of them things, like there's always a way to get out of some of these contracts. Look at the Yankees got Stanton, it's just like, you're gonna sooner or later, a big market team is gonna say, I'll take that contract off your hands.
I'll take it along with whoever. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what, like everybody was saying, that with Soto was going to have to go Corbin, because Corbin's owed like $60 million over the next 2 years or whatnot, and $56 million over the next 2 years. And it was just like, but
on your side,
I guess they didn't make that happen,
Right.
So, but yeah, man, hold on. Oh shit. Was Kenny in his drawers?
No, I just took him out. Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so also Luis Castillo got traded to the Mariners. That was like the big headline a couple days ago.
I'm glad I'm not a Reds fan. Shit.
And dude, the Reds dumped everybody. It's crazy.
Everybody.
Reds got rid of so many, pretty much all their talent. Drury's gone. Drury went to the Padres too.
Drury went to the Padres too. Tyler Mahle
went to the Twins, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's just like, but Castillo, man, I was hoping the Yankees would have pulled something with him. Oh, look who we got. We got Piers Austin in the building. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hey, by the way, if y'all haven't, check out Piers Austin. He had RVD on this past week. Check out that episode. Great shit. What do you think Judge should get next year? Man, the way Judge is playing, man, it's whew. Like sky's the limit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he's playing, I see the Giants coming in heavy and giving him up Kenny's back. I see the Giants coming in heavy to try and compete with the Padres and the
Giants?
Dodgers. Yep.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I told him on my
He was saying
2022
in his MLB The Show that he was on
the
the Giants.
Yankees had traded him to the Giants.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and you know how that stuff like that goes, bro. You know, the Simpsons told us all kind of junk that was going
What's up,
on.
Zachary? For
Then it
real.
would come,
That
yeah,
Simpsons
so then
is
it would
crazy. Yeah.
come to light. Exactly.
Pop said that he eats his words with Giants.
I mean, what a
You know what, though?
He just hates, not hates us. He just didn't think he was.
Listen, I agree. Like I said in the beginning of when they offered him that money, I said he's crazy to not take it. Now, the season still ain't over, and there's still the potential that he can get hurt.
Well, that too. Plus,
I'm gonna knock on wood because
I mean,
I don't want that.
For the last however many years, how many times do dudes excel and then walk here?
Not many.
No, I'm saying they usually do.
No, not what he's doing though.
No, this is like I'm just saying they usually have an okay year. I'm a free agent. Now they have a good year or a great year. I'm not saying historic year, but he's having a great year, and he's 30. You know,
yeah. I can't. I say the Yankees need to stick with that 7. Maybe go with a 8-year option. Maybe even do like some opt outs in there. So if he wants to bounce, let him bounce in between. But
yeah,
I feel like 40 is gonna be the highest that they can really do. Like you can't go higher than 40. You can't.
Well,
you can't.
Yeah.
He's 30, bro.
I know. No, I know.
It's tough.
It's hard. I tell you one thing. One, I'm if the Yankees did get Juan Soto, which they didn't really have the process for it, but the Judge was gone, right? But now
they could have. They could have.
I'm saying
but they would have had to throw Jason Dominguez.
Everybody.
And all of their top 4.
All them dudes, right? And then you knew Judge would have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we can't, let's just try and roll a good dice with Judge, and we're not gonna severely overpay. We're overpaid, but if Steve Cohen or the Giants want to throw him 45, then go ahead. I don't think any Yankees fan would ever be mad at Yankees for not giving him $40 to $45 million a year.
I think 40 is going to be where you're going to have to draw the line. I feel like
it's just a lot.
It is, especially when you look at Trout.
Yeah, staying hurt like a mug now, ain't he?
And now he's got some rare back disease.
Yeah. It's like it just came. The damn. Yeah. The wheels just came off the wagon, and all of a sudden.
But like there was a lot of talk about him, about how Judge was injury prone, but at the same time they said throughout the same amount of years in their time that Judge actually played more games than Trout did. Mm-hmm. So the pattern for Trout was actually there, But I feel like Judge's injuries were always more pulled disc, strained disc, Yeah. So, but yeah, the Padres. Not only did the Padres get Soto, but they got Josh Hader in a swap for closers, right?
Yeah, that's when I knew they're probably going to get Juan Soto, because why would they get Josh Hader?
Well, Hader's been one of the best closers in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like they kind of go all in. All right, they're probably going to, get Juan Soto, and then they'll probably, I don't know what free agent pitchers there are out there. Try to probably, sign a free agent pitcher, and then if they don't win it next year, there's going to be talk of trading Manny Machado, and they just can't. They're not the Dodgers. They're not the Yankees. They just don't have the money to keep throwing bad money, good money after bad. Like I said, they're trying to get rid of Will Myers. And he's barely making any money, but he's just expendable now. I just don't think that, they just need to just, it's too late now, but they just need to just, upheave their farm system, make it a top farm system, get 4 or 5 homegrown talents, then subsidize that with these good quality free agents. But they're doing it the other way around. But hey, more power to you. If you want to spend $120 million on 3 guys, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, because your catchers may be BS. You may have a hole at second or left field. You're gonna have holes somewhere. Good luck filling them. This ain't basketball.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Yankees made a big deal for Frankie Montas and Lou Trevino. I'm interested to see the Trevino battery pack,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I think the Yankees got a steal on that. They did it with not really giving up much. JP Sears, who a lot of people like, but at the same time, he's not Montes. It's like I said, would I have rather had Castillo? Sure, definitely. But we got a bullpen guy who had a good track record. He's been off lately, but maybe the Wizard can figure something out with him, and rectify whatever issues he's been having. And they also traded for somebody from the Cubs,
rookie reliever.
They got 5 years of control on him. They got 2 years of control on Montes. I think they got 2 years of control on Trevino too. So, they got control out of a lot of these guys that they acquired. They also traded Jordan Montgomery.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I'm kind of upset about it. They don't score for the dude.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of his numbers, a lot of it, like he had like no wins because they didn't score.
Right.
Like he was going 5-6 innings, allowing 2 or 3 runs, and the Yankees couldn't score.
Right.
And then they lose the game, and then the following day they put up 8 runs for somebody that gives up 5. It's just like
right. Yeah.
It's like, and it happened last year and the year before for him. It's just like dude comes in and they just don't score for him, and I just but he's a lefty. It's proven that he can pitch in New York, which is something important.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. Like I think you need depth, and they traded him for a glove first outfielder, former Gold Glover. So, but he's what?
So
fifth outfielder.
So he'll start in center field, but I pray to God. I'm not even a Yankees fan. I pray to God that this is the end of the Aaron Hicks's Willie Mays experiment. The guy sucks. I know he's a professional athlete. He makes millions of dollars, but I don't know what Brian Cashman's obsession is with Aaron Hicks. I hope that this signals the end of that nonsense. Yo, Tom, I said, what's good? I'll see you in the Mets. Oops.
Yeah, I think they just felt like they signed him for that long, want to give up on it.
Yeah.
I think that's just the whole deal with Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
He's had flashes of good, definitely a good outfielder. But
say more Willie Mays Hayes than Willie Mays.
Yes. Word. Yes. And he's another one that stays hurt.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
Like,
and he was hurt before they gave him that contract too.
Yeah,
regularly.
they probably said enough of this dude. We need We need to be strong up the middle. We got these monsters. We can't rely on Hicks. Let's just get this dude and, we swap out Frankie Montas for Jordan Montgomery and roll with it.
But at the same time, we got rid of Joey Gallo, which I saw Carmelate write about that earlier, and very happy with that. However, he goes to the Dodgers.
And then he'll probably go out there and start balling.
Exactly.
Yep.
I just I can see it happening. Yankees, Dodgers World Series. Gallo hits a game-winning home run off the in Yankee Stadium when the dude couldn't hit the damn ball out of the infield. He didn't even make contact. Gallo is going down as probably the worst Yankee player in the history of baseball. And the Yankees have been around for how long? 100 plus
20 years.
100 plus years.
Like yeah.
And he's going down as the worst. Yep.
This got to be worse.
The only person who had what the fuck is going on with my computer? The only person who had a worse rating WAR before Gallo went on this horrible July.
So what is WAR?
Was Chris Carter?
Wins above replacement.
Okay. Which means
you remember Chris Carter? Mega? He was with the Brewers. He was like the home run king one year.
Yeah. The brother. Yeah.
The Yankees signed him after he hit 41 home runs. The following year, he was horrendous.
Yeah.
And nobody signed him, which was interesting, right? But apparently, nobody signed him because he sucked.
It's basically, Kenny, if you take me out of a lineup, it's like if you take me out of a lineup, how many games worse or how many games better do I make the team than my replacement?
Okay. I be seeing all them things on the show and don't know what the hell it's talking about.
Yeah. So if you take me out for whoever replaces me, I'm worth 3 wins.
Yeah, it's an interesting stat, but they say like Joey Gallo went what was he batting, like 130 something?
Something.
His Yankee career is 150 something.
Wow, good night.
Batting average.
And when he came there, he was a stud.
Oh no. He was
a
a Gold Glove outfielder. Gold Glove outfielder.
Okay. He was a home run hitter with Texas.
Home run hitter with with a shit ton of strikeouts.
Right.
And a lot of walks.
He just got worse.
So his on base it was good, but it was just horrible. He wasn't cut out for New York.
Bad.
And
it's bad.
It's a sad thing, because he seems like such a cool dude.
Yeah.
Too, and seeing him, like seeing those. I don't know if you peeped any of those interviews, like for the past 2 days. It was like, the Yankees were this. It was like he knew he was gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I definitely took a little, I'd say, offense to the way he was acting. Like he was making it like he said, like they were like attacking him for no reason. My man, you've been horrendous.
Who were attacking him? The fans or
he was saying like the fans and the media were attacking him for no reason. My man, he was like, I've never seen somebody be booed as bad as I have, because nobody plays as bad as you do. Right? Like, bro, to me, I've told you, I love Stanton. Stanton's my dude.
Mm-hmm.
My man hit 2 home runs in his first game as a Yankee.
Mm-hmm.
His first game in Yankee Stadium, struck out 3 times and they were booing him. First game in Yankee Stadium, bro.
I mean,
like, how you ain't gonna give the dude like Gallo ain't have it like that? People were still last week saying, "Oh, we gotta give him a chance. He's a good outfielder." Bro, what do you mean chance? You had a chance. You dropped the ball. You couldn't hack it in New York. Plain and simple.
I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, New York's a
And
different ball game, man.
it is. It totally is. It just totally
Bright
is.
lights, big city.
New York, Boston,
and we'll see.
Philly.
Like they say, like, you know, LA is going to be a big thing at the same time. But they said the stadium's empty until the 4th inning for the Dodgers games.
Yeah.
And then it's empty again by the 8th inning.
By the 8th inning, because
everybody's trying to get the hell out with the traffic.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's, you know, they said that's the way.
Yeah.
Exactly, Carmelate.
And it's true, everybody's not cut up.
Yeah, without a doubt, man.
Yeah, it's just not.
Without a
doubt. But yeah, what else do we have? My bad. We had Trey Mancini and Christian Vasquez both got traded to the Astros, along with Will Smith from you guys for Jake Odorizzi.
Yeah, I was doing a happy dance. So I was like, what?
It's an interesting thing though, right? Because most people would die for that lefty reliever, but
dude,
he definitely is. He's a scary dude.
Kenny, yeah. You should see me last year. Whenever this dude comes in the game, right? So he was
eggshells. So he was on eggshells.
Oh, yeah. Dude. So when he was with San Francisco, it was good, and we signed him. Right? I said, "Oh, Will Smith is good." This dude would come in and just didn't have any sense of urgency for a closer, right?
Mm.
And you knew top of the ninth, no outs. All right, whether we win or lose, there's going to be at least 2 runners on, and we just be losing the game.
Rocky Rise.
Yeah, like it gave me anxiety watching. I'm like, oh, here we go with this dude again. So he did very good last year. 2020, he was trash, right? And then this year, he's just like, I just don't see that confidence in him when he leaves the bullpen.
Oh, no. Closer. I was a closer in college when I pitched in college. It is a whole different animal. Because I pitched my whole baseball career, I was a starting pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
And then even in high school, I didn't pitch a lot in high school because I was a good outfielder and could hit the ball, but I pitched some. But when I got to college, it's after I got out of the military, so I was older. So the coach happened to see me pitching in a semi-program and asked me to come and walk on. But yeah, you have to have a different mindset as a closer. And like you said, it ain't the game. I mean, it's the game, but you have to get yourself amped. You have to come in and be on some shit. Man, when I used to hit the mound, I'd be sweating and they like, you know, my player, the dudes on my team.
You out there looking like Chapman, all
dudes were like, man, damn, you look like a psycho when you get on the mound. My first, dude, literally, I'm telling you, I used to do this. My first 1 or 2 warm-up pitch, I made sure I threw it over the catcher's head. Y'all hit the back of the damn thing, and I wouldn't make a face. I just walk, get him to throw the ball back and go. Dude, first couple of pitches, especially if I threw it inside fastball, I had a average between 89 and 90, and I think the hardest I ever threw was 92. So it was junior college, that's decent. But dude, I used to be crazy with it, bro. But now you have to have a different mentality when you because when you come into games, it's heated, bro. It's on and popping. Right. You may come into a game with 1 out, 2 people on, or bases loaded with 1 out, you know, so you got to be like on your shit right when you hit the mound, bro. You ain't got time to, all right, let me work myself into that. You got to be ready to go.
Let's go. Yep, let's go. Yep.
Yeah, different world.
But yeah, besides Will Smith getting moved, you guys pulled off a buzzer beater and acquired Raisel Iglesias.
One of your cousins.
From the Angels. For pitching prospect Tucker Davidson and Jesse Chavez. Who I'm amazed that dude's still in the league. I feel like he's been in the league like 100 years.
How is he still in the league?
And he looks like he's 100 years old.
He looks like 100, yeah.
But hey, you know what?
I actually wanted to brace
Angels were
2 years ago. Yeah. I wanted to brace sign him 2 years ago.
Who, Iglesias?
Yeah.
What else happened? Blue Jays acquired Whit Merrifield, which that's a good move. That's a good move.
But let me go back to Kenny's squad. I don't understand this. So somebody please,
bro, they were making some random deals, right?
educate me on this. How do you trade Christian Vasquez, right? But then trade for Tommy Pham? What the hell? What?
You know what? I'm sorry I can't address this.
So
stuff
Christian Vasquez.
I'm a Red Sox fan, but when I watch baseball, it's generally in October.
Okay, so check this out. So Christian Vasquez starts.
Oh, but I know who Christian Vasquez because he's one of my best players on my damn 2022 show. Yeah.
So Tommy Pham is a 30, I think he's 33, a 34-year-old outfielder who is
trash.
Yeah. I don't get it.
And Vasquez is homegrown, like came up through us. He's been with us his whole career.
I can see you getting rid of Vasquez, but why are you bringing back Tommy Pham? Like, what the hell? Is he somebody's cousin that we don't know about? Is he related to Aaron Judge?
It looked like they were making some sale, like they were going to sell off, and then they acquired Hosmer. They acquired, they traded for, and the thing with the Hosmer deal, the Padres are covering his salary for this year. But going forward, he's on the Red Sox.
What?
So, what the hell? Why'd you? What are you getting rid of salary?
Who they get besides Hosmer?
They got Hosmer.
They had to get the prospect. Got the prospect.
Yeah, there was a prospect also. I think it might have been two.
And one had to be a pitcher. Had to be.
It was okay. Corey Rosier and Max Ferguson, and the Padres received pitching prospect Jay Groom. So
who knows, man? Like you said, man, these teams do crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, and you know the interesting thing though is when Hosmer was supposed to be part of that deal to the Nationals.
He was like, nope.
And he was like, they're on my no trade list. That ain't happening. Imagine if that would have shot that deal down.
Yeah.
Imagine if that would have killed the whole deal. Like the Nationals would have been like, listen, we really wanted Hosmer. We don't want Voit. Because they were like, hey, we're gonna throw Voit in there. Like, nah, we don't want Voit.
We don't want that action.
Deal's over. Yo, imagine how salty Padres fans would have been with Hosmer.
Hot.
They would have been ready to kill my man. But yeah, like apparently, like the Red Sox were saying, the only people that they weren't willing to trade was Devers and Bogarts.
And Bogarts, yeah.
And then, I mean, I don't know, man. It was a weird situation. The Mets traded J.D. Davis for Darren Ruff, which was
is Trevor Story still with the Red Sox?
Yeah,
he is. Yeah,
I think he's hurt right now, though.
So I guess I don't never see. And what about who's the other shortstop?
Xander
Bogart.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah,
he's still there too. I traded him away.
Yeah. Phillies acquired David Robertson from the Cubs. They also acquired Brandon Marsh from the Angels. Padres acquired Brandon Drury. Twins acquired Michael Fulmer from the Tigers, which that was another weird thing too. Like it seemed like the Tigers were trading in division.
Yeah,
like in the Central. It was like weird. Phillies also acquired Noah Syndergaard, which I'm interested in that. I'm interested. I wouldn't have minded
Zach Wheeler
pulling the move for him, you know, just because I want more pitching. We know pitching doesn't always last, man. And you know, the Mets also acquired Michael Givens from, I think he was on the Cubs. I remember him from the Orioles though. But yeah, man, like just some big.
And then what was surprising was that Wilson Contreras didn't get traded.
He didn't get traded. Neither did Hap.
Hap didn't get traded. I thought he was going to be on the Braves. Yeah, I thought that was a lock.
Some of the moves that did happen I wasn't really expecting. Like, especially like to me, like the Orioles trading people away. The Orioles are right there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they clearly aren't trying to make the playoffs. They're right there right now. Why wouldn't you try? Right or wrong though. Like,
I mean,
we know they probably were gonna miss out.
Sure. Probably gonna miss out. I mean,
but you're right there. Why not?
Yeah, but you don't know if just throwing this out there. You don't know. This probably did not happen, but you don't know if Trey Mancini took Adley Rutschman out to a club 2 weeks ago where they came home at 4 a.m. He was drunk. You don't know who's a bad influence, who's a good influence. That's some of this shit too. Like, oh, this is my star. Nope, let's get him the hell out of here because he's gonna F up my star.
Mancini was like their heart.
I'm not saying not him. I'm just saying like Michael, like the other dude that they traded, the relief pitcher.
Yeah, the closer that they had that was an all-star.
Yeah, or Mancini's like, or they could have said, you know what, we're not going to win. Let's trade him.
Get what we can.
Yeah.
It's just weird the way that, like, and it's one of those things though, right? Because like they're a team that's going to reap the benefits from the competitor. What the hell is that?
Not profit sharing.
Whatever. You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, I know exactly where you were going. Yeah.
They're a team that's gonna get money from these big market teams, and meanwhile they have the opportunity to make the playoffs and get money for making the playoffs, and they're not gonna do it. It's just one of them things, like to me. And like, if that's the case, why you bring up Adley Rutschman anyway? Then, because right now you're on a path though. Why would you want to let this kid see that his future is not doing anything?
I mean, or they could have said, "All right, this is your team. Let's get rid of people who are blocking this from being his team." It's not just about in between the lines. There's a lot of, locker room, clubhouse, whatever, like stuff that goes pay with guys getting traded.
Oh yeah. By the way, Josh Bell was also included in that Soto deal, which is a big move for them, also, right? Dude, they're bad. They got some bats, man. The interesting thing though is when I was looking at their outfield, I'm like, man, their outfield is not great besides Soto.
No,
and Soto's defense is down this year.
That's what I'm saying.
But he could just be grumpy because he's in Washington. Maybe now he'll go all out.
It could be.
But yeah, man, there's some good trades that happened, and in the beginning I was like, man, this is gonna be a dead trade.
And not far from it. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we're just like rolling. I kept seeing the pop-ups on my phone. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, look at that. So, but yeah, man, I like it. I thought it came down to, I feel like the Yankees did very good on their trade deadline acquisitions, kept a lot of their prospect hugging still. I'm glad though, to see that they held on to, their two shortstops, because I feel like one of them got to come up before the year's over, especially if IKF keeps making errors.
But then you got to trade the other one.
Dude, I thought there was at like 5:00 there was talk that teams were checking in on Gleyber Torres, and I was like, man, do they make a move? Do they move Gleyber? Maybe see if they can move Gleyber plus somebody else in there, and dump some salary, maybe even dump Donaldson out, type of deal. It wouldn't have been a bad idea, because then you bring up your shortstop prospect. IKF becomes a bench guy. You move Buddy over to third base, or move IKF over to third base, actually, because he was a Gold Glover at third, and then move DJ to second where he's natural. They would have been ready to go. But hey,
Right.
One could, I'm interested to see where it was at, but some of the guys that we thought were gonna move didn't move. The Contreras, Hap, there was somebody else that was, not Hosmer, Will Myers. There was a lot of talk that he was gonna get moved.
Yeah.
But all in all, man, I feel like it was a good, some good trades happening. Some teams got stacked up, and I'm interested to see. I'm really hoping for a Dodgers Padres series because I would like to see what the Padres are gonna do.
Yeah.
The Dodger team is stacked though, man.
Stacked. Yeah.
All-star every damn position.
Yeah. They're gonna be hard to beat, bro, when it come down to it. Yep.
Stacked.
But hey, man,
top to bottom. Top to bottom.
We can see what happens, though, man.
Gotta play the game. That's why we play the game, baby.
Gotta play the game.
But yeah, I believe now the Padres moved in to be the 5th best odds to win the chip this year. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. It's Yankees, Dodgers,
Yankees, Astros,
Mets and Astros, and then now the Padres.
And
I think y'all were 5 before, and now the Padres are ahead of y'all.
Okay,
and it's just odds.
That's all they are.
And you know how that goes, right?
That's crazy. Whatever. But so Chauncey, so last week when you was MIA, did you hear us talk about the NFC East?
Yes.
And our predictions?
Yes.
What are your predictions for the NFC East this year? And then we could do next week. We'll do the North and the South and the West.
Philly will be.
I've been hearing that lately.
I feel like they've made them. I feel like they made the
mega.
Yeah, that was my
most
pick.
improvements.
Philly, yep, that was my pick. Yeah,
I feel like Philly's made the most improvements. I'm gonna say Dallas, Washington, and then those New York Giants.
That's what the Seeing Neighbors pick was.
Yeah,
I think right.
I said
Dallas first. Yeah, Dallas first.
I said don't play for Dallas.
I said
Philly second. I said, but if Carson Wentz plays up to what he has the potential to play up, we could slide in second.
I forgot y'all got Carson Wentz. You know what? Y'all are going last.
Whoever's first.
Wow. Actually,
but here's the sad part. Carson Wentz did not have a bad statistical season last year. He did not have a bad. He made some bonehead mistakes, but it was like 20 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. It was nothing crazy. It wasn't crazy.
He didn't have a bad season. However, he did have one of the best teams surrounding him, and couldn't make it happen.
Let's say this: he had a great running back in Indy and a good defense, but receiver wise and tight end wise, we probably give him a very good something to work with if he can get anywhere close to the Carson Wentz before he got hurt in Philly. Actually, get anywhere close to that.
Chauncey, I had the Commies coming in second.
Yeah,
really.
And honestly, it's more so because I just think the Cowboys are going to be just a disaster this year, and it's already starting off.
Crap storm.
Well, what did happen?
So you didn't hear? So hold on, what's my man's name? Forgot my man's name. Let me find it real quick. But he tore his ACL today.
Oh.
Damn it, James Washington. I'm sorry, fractured his foot, not tore his ACL. They thought he had a 20s, but fractured his foot.
But the Bucks thought that our center was going to be hurt, and apparently it was just a cramp.
Yeah, I seen it.
It's a cramp. That's all it was.
Yeah, bro.
It took like a week before they decided to release it, though, and it was a cramp apparently.
Yeah, they was like out for the season, or it's like some drastic stuff with that. Like it was like out some games.
Apparently, it was just a really bad cramp.
Wow. Wow.
My man needs to drink more water.
So James Washington broke his foot. He's going to be out half the season, and then it's going to take him time to get back because he's a receiver, right? So say he'll be back, I don't know, end of November, right? So the Padres, I got my brain. The Cowboys, there's only 2 receivers on their roster right now who have caught passes from Dak Prescott. Obviously, one CD Lamb. The other is Noah Brown. That's it.
Wow.
Wide receivers.
I wouldn't give a shit if they went 0-17.
And you know
Listen,
damn well,
I'd be happy.
You know damn well Mike McCarthy is going to be doing this after every game. Or doing this. Hi, Sean. Yeah, which offers do you want, Sean? What do you want to do, Sean? I.e. Sean Payton. What do you want to do? That dude is on borrowed time. It's a mess. It's a ticking time bomb. That's really why, more of the reason why I picked them to come in third over the commies. But I do think the commies, I think they have a better infrastructure, sad as that is, than the Cowboys do, as far as their football side of things.
We didn't have a bad infrastructure last year. I mean, even though we had, Heineke that nobody, but to me, Heineke is not horrible. I mean, you definitely got to get a quarterback that's proven and better to win anything big. But Heineke is just solid, bro. He's solid. He's nothing special, but he's a solid quarterback.
By the way, the other thing, did y'all see the Dolphins lost the first rounder and the third rounder?
Yeah.
Dolphins lost the first rounder and the third rounder for tampering with Tom Brady and Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
However,
they couldn't, right?
They couldn't find any proof of tampering with the throwing games.
It's hard again.
But my man, what's his name? Oh man, why can't I? Flores said that he sent a letter out as soon as Buddy came and said that he wanted to pay them, and they had that letter and everything, and they still said that they don't have any proof. Like, come on, man! Like, they're just trying to cover their ass because they know.
Yeah. I mean,
if people start to say that the games were getting fixed, they're gonna have losses.
Oh, it's a whole nother can of worms
because the gambling aspect.
It's a whole nother can of worms on that.
Mm-hmm. So, but like apparently they had he got suspended. They lost a first round pick for next year and a third round pick for the following year.
Mm-hmm.
However, they have 2 first round picks next year anyway. So what was the other gimmick with it? Oh, and he was fined $1.5 million, which is
suspended for 2 months.
Which is pocket change. Right? $1.5 million. What's that to somebody that's worth $1 billion?
I think that's all they could find him now.
Yeah,
because there are maximum that you get. Yeah,
but it's like if that's all that happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get Tom Brady out of the deal, and you get Sean Payton. Out of this deal, right? Imagine if they would have already acquired Brady and Payton.
Right.
Who gives a crap, right? Yeah. I lose the first rounder. I lose the third rounder. Who cares? I'm probably going to win a Super Bowl.
So,
right?
I do have a prediction.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Tom Brady falls off the damn cliff.
Uh-oh. We got a brown Max Kellerman. We got an old Max Kellerman. Chauncey's about to fire it up.
This is the year.
I mean,
put everything around him. They said, man, we got Julio now. We got all it. And this is the year 45-year-old shows up.
Wow.
Come on. I'm gonna say Matt Carpenter is a.
We've been sleeping. Talking about baseball for 10 minutes.
Listen, well, he was up at bat. I think that was why. But I think Kenny is. I don't know what was in that cup, but you must have been drinking it for a lot longer than the show.
I'm going to come down and watch a game.
You must have been drinking whatever was in that cup.
I don't know. I'm sure we don't play y'all this year, but pick the game, and I'm coming down. I'm definitely coming down. We're gonna catch a game. I'm coming down, and I want to see it with my own eyes because they play Carolina this year. I got a homeboy that's a Carolina fan, and he's been begging me to go to the game with it. So I'll probably catch him here in here in North Carolina. But I definitely want to come down for a game that we all get together and go to the game.
I mean, Chauncey. He doesn't have his tight end. Doesn't have his,
This is the year, Mega. This is the year. Yeah. Mark my words.
Neighbor
Nostradamus. Mark my
Neighbor Nostradamus.
Mark my words.
Nostradamus.
This is the year.
Offensive line ain't, what it was, and
make him move a little bit. That's all we got to do, League. Make his ass move a little bit. Hey, that's a bold prediction, man. I just, threw a little hot sauce in the jambalaya, man. That's all.
Listen, I hear you, man. I hear you. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
It's not like you said the Giants are going to go 15-2.
Exactly.
That's like, well,
Then I would have thought. Then I would have said you probably smoking some rocks.
Yeah.
Listen, it's inevitable, man.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He eats
avocado ice cream.
Avocado ice cream.
My man,
the best trainer. He take care. It's just I'm an LBJ fan. If you keep playing, it's
Tom Brady sprinkles diamonds on his food, so when he poops, his poop sprinkled. It's
Father Time is undefeated. It is going to happen, and he's that guy who's going to keep playing until it happens. He's that guy.
Hey, I don't see it happening. Hey, people have been saying this though.
Oh no, without a doubt, it's been
for the last 5 years.
Yeah,
people have been saying this for the last 5 years. It's gonna fall. He's gonna fall down. It's gonna be over.
Don't have Gronk.
And he keeps wowing everybody. Hey, let me tell you though, man.
New coach. The offensive line is.
Oh man, what kind of? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I think that's a good one, Carmelo.
Bet on what?
Brady.
I tell you what, when I come down to the game, you pick. We're gonna make a bet on. We make it easy. Who buys dinner that night after the game?
Oh, on the game itself?
No. Well, see, because for it to happen, if you pick a game, it'll have to be what he has done up to that game to say if my prediction has came true. So I guess, the only way that we could do that is if.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's hard. That's a hard bet. Yeah, that's a hard bet.
I got it.
Okay,
Carmelate, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, right? The loser has to shave their beard. Have to shave completely bare.
Bro, I have never had a baby face since I was probably in high school, bro.
Because Chung wants his, and I've only known you with a beard, so I'm thinking that may be a completely clean shaven.
Oh, that's deep.
Carmelate, what do you think? What do you
Listen,
think, Carmelo?
I think I'm more with this one than my beard, bro.
The no shirt gimmick.
Nah.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to show my dad bod rather than shave my
See?
beard,
Yeah,
bro.
See?
yeah, because that's one time. Like that beard is
I'm trying to get
is years of
this
work.
ZZ Top gimmick going
I
on.
know.
You know
That's what I'm saying.
And especially here is like I could get back to here in probably in a couple of months or so. Cause I always trim mine. I don't let it. But when of course I got out of my situation that y'all guys know I went through. Now I was like that. I had the gimmick like that, like Sean has. But now I kind of do the whole, the clean shaven whole, keep it low.
I guess
so it wouldn't take me long to get back here, but that what he got, that would be rough.
I guess Carmelo doesn't like that.
Nah, my beard is it's
See?
like
I mean, but that's that's putting your money where your mouth is.
I mean, I just gave a prediction, man, and I stand behind it. I mean,
So beard or you got dye it blonde.
God damn, you just
hey.
And here's the sad part. I had a gimmick where this was blonde when I was working. I had blonde because my hair wasn't long enough, and I was trying to go braids. So I put the blonde hair mixed into it when I got it braided, and did the whole Hulk Hogan. had the black and blonde beard, bro.
Yeah,
I think bet with me. No.
I'm gonna do the Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner gimmick. Nah, you gotta go.
I'm gonna go just for men and do it so dark that it's purple. Oh man, but yeah, man. Yo,
we'll come up with something.
Let me tell you something. Hold on, let me tell you something about
for it.
Let me see this.
I don't know what goes on here, right? But Andrew Benintendi was batting 320 before he came to the Yankees. Why is this jabroni like 1 for 18 since he's been here with a ridiculous amount of strikeouts? What is going on,
New York is a different world, man. You have to be mentally ready for New York, bro.
God,
not just playing ball, just living in the city of New York. Just the whole culture. The whole culture of New York is different, bro.
I just want contact, dude.
Take a hit of the blunt, man. You'll get contact.
You'll get contact. So the commies do not play Tampa Bay this year.
They don't play them? Okay.
No.
I don't know. It don't matter to me. We can pick a good game. Something that's gonna be good.
1, 2.
We gotta see what we can afford. Because you know how these
they're going to tax. They're going to tax.
We may have to go hit a Jaguar game. That's going to be affordable for a broke neighbor.
Yeah, Jaguars is definitely be a more affordable game without a doubt. And it's actually a trip that I could, if I wanted to drive, it's only like 7.5 hours from me.
Oh, okay.
It's not a bad drive. Tampa, I would definitely fly.
Let me see.
Yeah, because you got to go down and across.
Exactly. I would consider driving Jacksonville just depending on how I felt. But Tampa is definitely no consideration. Fly and rent a car.
Let me check Jacksonville. Okay.
Or fly and have a neighbor pick you up.
They got the Jaguars are at the commies on September 11th. Let me see home. They got the Colts. They got the Texans, the Giants, the Broncos.
We could do that too. I'd be all in for that.
The Raiders.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mr. Carmelo. That's a good idea.
Official football team of the black man. Baltimore, the Cowboys.
I could see Baltimore.
And
Cowboy fans travel though.
Yeah, that's gonna be that'll be wild.
One of those games that are hard to get tickets.
What I was geared to say, definitely Lamar Jackson, I would like to see in his career. What else did you say? Cowboys is always going to be a wild ass game.
They got the Colts. Nah. The Texans, no. The Giants, no.
No.
Broncos, October 30th.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
I could do that.
Then they got the Raiders.
Probably could even do the Raiders.
The Raiders.
It's the Raiders.
Then November 6th, and then the Ravens the 27th.
Definitely would like to see the Ravens.
Cowboys on December 18th, and then Tennessee on January 8th.
I could do Derrick Henry. I could see the stiff arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to sit together and come up with something, man. Because it definitely will be cheaper in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Now here's the only thing. How far is Jacksonville from Tampa?
3.5.
Oh, okay. That ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Because
I'm a broke neighbor right now, unemployed.
True. You got no funds coming in.
Well, here's the gimmick right here. Here's the gimmick. Especially if all of us is going to sign on, we'll make it happen. You'll get there. You'll be at the deal.
Yeah.
We're a team now, brother. So if we're going to kind of do a live from a game, which I want to do, I want to do a live from a basketball game. I want to do a live from a football game. I guess we've probably still got time to do a live from a baseball game just for the show.
We may have to go to a Hawks game for Mega.
Word up. You know what I'm saying? And Deontay Murray.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I mean, long as somebody in the building I want to play, Morant, whatever, somebody I want to see, I wouldn't give a shit. Nah, we gonna cover the brother. We got it, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, back in the day,
I want to go see a football game with my guys.
Yeah, when I came to New York, man, him and his brother took care of me, man. Back in the day, they put me up and then gave me a ride all the way back from the city to the island. Them guys took care of me, man. So
please send me some money.
Yeah, man. But for
if
real,
I was
man,
one of those jabroni ass wrestlers still, I probably would have did that right now. But I got too much pride to do that.
I'll be aside, man. We need to get together and pick out all three of those things so we can do a live from them, man, for real.
Yeah, dude, it'll be fun. I'm down. Let's do it. Set up, sit there. We just can't do it like a baseball game because we'll be like, hey guys, we're here live stream. Foul ball, come hit us in the fucking
break our ish. Damn.
All right, I'm gonna stay. Let's wrap this bad boy up.
We can do, Braves Yankees World Series.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, oh, Mega, you frozen?
The tickets probably be returned.
Froze? I think I'm good.
I don't know.
He ain't frozen on ours.
Nah, not on mine either.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your stuff, Karma Latte.
Braves Yankees World Series. You know what I'm
saying? Sounds good. You two guys would be happy, and I'd be good with it.
Yeah. Go.
Must have had something bad happen.
Oh, so one last thing. Did y'all see SummerSlam?
No. I did see Ric Flair's last match.
I didn't see that. Because I was going to ask you since you talked about.
Was that the gimmick? Was that the gimmick? I seen the gimmick where Brock flipped up the ring. Was that at SummerSlam?
Yeah.
I watched. I'm gonna tell you what I did watch. Logan Paul.
That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up.
Give that guy credit, bro.
That's why I brought it up.
Worked his ass off and worked, bro. He worked it.
I seen a meme earlier that said Logan Paul's had 2 matches and he's better than Dominic Mysterio.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Because I heard
his ass off, bro. I'm like sold high spots.
Yeah.
Working. I was like, oh, shit. I mean, I was flipping through and said, let me see this motherfucker make a mockery of himself. And I was like, oh, shit, this dude is working.
Yes.
And he was working, bro. Athletic as hell.
And you can tell he is a fan. He watches.
Yeah. Because he knew, psychology on bumping and taking.
And it
I was
looked natural. Wow,
exactly.
Good. His frog splash. He did a frog splash
awesome.
From the turnbuckle onto the table, and it was Eddie Guerrero-ish.
Yes, bro. He worked.
He
worked, bro. He worked his ass off. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I actually turned over to laugh and ended up watching the match like, damn, that guy worked his ass off.
Yep.
I'm serious, bro.
He did.
Yeah. the Ric Flair match before we get off, man.
Did you see he's doing retirement match number 2? Last match number 2?
You know what? I only flipped over because, of course, I can watch that stuff. And, bro, 71-year-olds should either be in the corner or on the mic for a reason, bro. It's hard to say that because it's Ric Flair. So the entertainment purpose of it, you say, okay, it's Ric Flair. But, I mean, bro.
So what you're saying is Mega should not be in the ring anymore.
No, but I will say Ric Flair shouldn't be in the ring.
That dude, he's did
it forever, bro.
Yeah.
At the highest level, but he shouldn't be in the ring no more.
No,
he shouldn't be in the ring. I mean, he held his arms up like this, man, and it just looked like I don't know what the hell that shit. I mean, it just was like
a chicken neck, turkey neck.
It was just like, damn, what the heck? I mean, I understand what this is about, and then like literally, bro, I said, okay, when I seen how slow he was moving and doing his thing, I said, any minute he's gonna break out. And I didn't think be the old Ric Flair, but he was trying to. I'm thinking his gimmick, him playing like I'm really this old, but I'm like that wasn't gimmick, bro. Like
he's really that old.
Yes, he's really that old, bro.
He's old.
Yeah.
Oh,
he even tried to do a gimmick spot where it's like, oh, my heart, and then throw a punch out of it.
He did.
It was like,
I
was like, oh shit, and even the chops was.
Did he do the gimmick in the corner?
Fuck. No. I mean, rewind. Hell no.
I would have loved to have seen him try that.
Hey, and that's the kind of things when I watched this last match, I was like, okay, we're gonna see the gimmick in the corner. We're gonna see even when he tried to do his it just everything looked like what he is, a 71-year-old man doing it. It just wasn't that, bro. And I've seen online where people was like, yo, man, it was great and it was this. I'm like, no.
Thanks for watching.
It was
of course, Pops. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Pops.
He's like, yo, y'all neighbors been on for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I gotta go to bed. 2 hours and 18 minutes.
I'm hitting this
I gotta go to bed. Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
All right, man. But yeah. Now, my opinion, no, I wouldn't want to see a second match. I wouldn't want to see it. My opinion.
I seen a meme. I don't know if it was legit or if, but it was like number.
Yeah. And I wouldn't doubt it.
My last match, number 2.
I wouldn't doubt it. But I'm just nobody. 10, 15 years independent worker, so I'm nobody. So my opinion means nothing. Thank you, Mr. Carmel.
Thank you.
Yeah, my opinion means nothing, man. But that's my opinion. I wouldn't want to see it again.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm with y'all. But I'm gonna say we wrap this bad boy up.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Caramel Latte. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Pierce, my brother.
And even for the ones that hit and didn't watch for 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Comment.
Didn't comment. Appreciate you watching us. We do encourage comments. We do encourage questions.
I had my homeboy hit me up, and he's like, man, he goes, I think the show was good last week. It was nice to see Kenny talk more, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, actually, one of my boss's peers. I was not Pierce, but Peters, Peers.
I don't know. I ain't see who did this, but let's go.
He was what do you call it? Subscribe. He's gonna watch. Okay. So we get another subscriber.
Okay.
Do it, man. Let's do it. Yeah. Just tell him throw a thumbs up, man.
Yeah. Well, he asked me. He said, "Are y'all on Apple Podcasts?" I was like, "I don't know if we stream audio yet." But
yeah, we don't do audio. I feel like I almost feel like that's kind of like a waste because who the hell gonna want to listen to this to us talk about sports like a week later or something?
Yeah, exactly. And listen, I talk. It's just if they get on certain subjects.
Yeah.
As
I think that's what
I know my role.
I think that was what saying was when it
comes Kenny's corner.
You would be talking baseball. What would you talking?
With Kenny's corner. I don't. Not into MMA like I was before, so I know my role and I shut my mouth.
Exactly. Yep. So
I agree, Carmelate. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, we all, which is good because
we all got our things.
I'm weak in
Yeah.
MMA, Chung is weak in basketball, Kenny's weak in baseball. It works.
Yep.
It works.
Yeah.
Now we ain't talking about soccer or tennis, then we all screwed. But whatever. But we good.
If it ain't headlining one of those, which you know what, with the live thing going on, I guess we could do some research.
Actually, we should talk
talking about
live.
live.
We should, yeah.
That is very interesting. Maybe we'll throw a topic up on that.
We need to
week.
do our homework
because I did want to
live.
bring that up about how
and your boy Tiger turning down
to turn 700 million. I think it was
700.
Yeah, he turned down 700 million, bro.
Yep.
Staying true to the game.
He said, "I'm PGA all the way." Yep. We should talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. It's too damn late. I don't.
And how true is PJA to him? That's something that makes you say,
"True."
How true is PJA to him? And other people like him.
Other people like him.
Let's just think. Not long ago, what the Masters and all these little gimmicks really mean, you know, and go back to. So something to think about the next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. Guys, make sure, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube, No Bar Sports Show. Hit the bell. I think I'm thinking next week, bro, we scrap the Twitch, if that's good with y'all. So
yeah, I think the only one to go is Pop. So you better tell Pop.
I forgot to show him how to do the YouTube, but we'll get him set up.
Yes. Did you put the comments up?
Those
latest comments. Yes. So, what do you call it? I have an energy drink that I found. I'm gonna do a taste test next week.
Man,
I'm gonna do energy drink taste test next week.
Okay. And bet ideas. Yeah. You know what?
And we'll do some bet ideas. Yeah.
You know what? Hey, I got a good idea. So it would be kind of something jacked from the Michael K show, but I think we could do if we really want to get crazy. We could do weekly picks for games.
Yeah,
and whoever's got the best overall record wins. The person with the worst has to do something silly.
Yeah, without a doubt.
No, the two with the worst.
Oh, you want the two worst? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what? Second place is?
Spoken like a true 3-time Hall of Famer.
Word. You know what the second place? You know what second place is? The first place loser.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I say we do that. Football season's coming up. That'll be fun.
Three games a week. Yeah,
3 games a week, and what we do
spread
is
like
what they do. Yeah, we do the spread. What these guys do on their show is they pick one game is a 3-point game, one game's a 2-point game, one game's a 1-point game. So like you just can't pick, like, let's say the Jaguars are 0-5 and you know they're gonna go 0 for the season. You can't just pick that as your
no doubt. Makes sense.
Week,
makes
you know
sense.
what I'm saying?
Has to be
or you can pick them as a 3-point game, let's say, for instance. But then it's like, all right, you can only what I mean? It's like that week, if they end up pulling it off, you lose. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We got like a month.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time.
Yeah, we got a month to figure that out. Yeah, that works. That works.
Oh, Carmelates. I like my kind of gal. Fun and interesting. Gotta love old girl, a nice young lady with humor. Gotta love it.
Yeah. But yeah, thank y'all all for tuning in.
Yes.
Next
always.
week, same bat time, same bat channel. We will be back. Hopefully, all of us will be back. Right? Like we never know.
God willing.
Hopefully,
Kenny won't be here next week.
Kenny's like the guarantees.
Yeah, as of right now, I'll be the one here, without a doubt.
But yeah, thank y'all all for tuning in. We do appreciate y'all. And We'll see you next week.
Peace.